name is LoeyLane, and I'm so excited to tell you guys about my new podcast, Internet Urban Legends, with my BFF Snitchery.
We deep dive into the darkest corners of the internet to uncover whether some of the most notorious web myths are hoax or whether they're con. Internet Urban Legends, available exclusively on Spotify.
Hello, my loves. Welcome back to my channel, or welcome to my channel if you are new here. Hi, hello. My name is Loey. I accidentally opened an old tube of mascara and I used it like 3 days ago and my eyes are just killing me. So if I'm blinking a lot or just kind of like my makeup looks weird, that's why. If you guys remember a couple of years ago, I played a game on my channel called Simulacra. It was a really fascinating mobile game that you played on your phone and involved you in the game finding a stranger's cell phone and trying to solve a mystery. Well, I saw Jacksepticeye play a game that sort of reminded me of Simulacra. It's called Love Sam, and in it, you read a stalker's diary, which is scary enough in itself, but you are in a room alone reading this diary, and strange things are happening around you. The lights go out, there are knocks at the door, and things get really, really creepy. I think you'll get a really good feel for this as we get further into it, but for now, let's read a stalker's diary together. So this is Love Sam, and apparently this is going to almost be like a reading simulator where we're going to be reading the diary of a stalker, which is spooky. Oh my god. Oh, there's a little heart. Is there anything going on in here? Just a lone plate. Do I have anything good in the freezer? Nothing good in the freezer? Okay. Anything going on down here? Nothing. There's so much motion blur. We have awoken. We are in our home. We are in our home. We do not know who we are. And I have heard this is a really, really scary game. So the diary is titled My Dirty Little Secrets. Read on to move on. The last human on earth was sitting alone in a room. There came a knock on the door. I've never cared for keeping a diary, but now seems like a good time to start keeping one. Why? Because after all these years, I just can't forget about what used to be the light of my life. I know, overdramatic much? Knowing Brian Colmer as much as I did is bound to leave that big chunk. How do I stand up? How do I stand up? Let's just say that this diary is what's left of our relationship. 3 years. No. 3 years have passed. And the world around me is still the same. Well, except, of course, for me. I look like a mummified corpse. What would B say if he saw me again? B left Rosen the moment he graduated high school to go to a fancy college of his dreams. Since then, I could only rely on my memories of him to keep on going. I wonder if it was the same for him, too. When you love someone, his whole existence just gets etched into your brain. So no matter how much B changes, I will always know it's him. But will B do the same for me? I know B liked me a lot too, but he was not the most likely person to remember stuff. Considering how long 3 years felt for me, it's possible he did forget about me. Or am I giving him a little too much credit? So here comes the big question. Will he remember me? I wonder if we can say yes or no. Do we think that B would remember us? I think B will remember us. You know? Can I put you down? There you go. Who am I kidding? It's B we're talking about. We didn't have the most perfect relationship. But he won't just dump his memory of me down the toilet or something. Are you guys enjoying Hades drinking water ASMR to calm the nerves? He's too much of a nice guy for that. And don't forget cute. I just hope our time together was meaningful enough to him. Enough to make him cherish even the darkest ones. Speaking of cherishable memories, I wonder what happened to Joe's Diner. It used to be my favorite place, naturally, because it was B's favorite place to begin with. If there were two things that were too good for Rosen, it would be Brian and Joe's Diner. Home of the best pancakes in the world, Brian Colmer. Things were so much easier back then. B could just go, hey, and I would be like, hey, nothing but hanging out. After that, with some occasional visit to Colton Hill. We had such a good thing going. Will he remember my voice? Will he say hey to me again? Did time already ruin our moments? Wait, was I supposed to press a different button? Yeah, I want to answer the phone. Hello? Hello? Okay. I just wanted to say hello every time I called him. But what I want to do and what I can do are two different things, as always. Wait a minute. Are we playing as Brian? Are we playing as B? I think that we're reading the Stalker's diary. And the Stalker just called us. Just enjoying B's presence on the other side of the phone was satisfying too, in a way, though. I imagined him eagerly awaiting to hear something other than my breath. I knew it! I knew it! I knew it! I knew it! I knew it the minute I looked down and saw that little... Oh my god, that wasn't there before. August 21st, 2006. That is a debut outfit? I admire your confidence, Sam. And with that, my whole high school years were probably over. First day of new school, and the new girl in town got classified as undesirable by what seems to be the queen of Waywright Academy. I spent last night telling myself, confidence, Sam, confidence. But looks like I should have spent that time picking better clothes. I try not to care too much about blending in, but these kids already look at me like I'm a candy handed out by strangers. The package seems fine, but you know there's something fishy in there. Judging from their whispers, I could figure out they didn't know Waywright even accepted transfers. It's been less than 24 hours since I moved to Rosen Peak, and I already enjoy sitting alone in my dorm room more than attempt socializing with people who call me a city girl. Okay, so the Stalker is a lady. Sam is a lady. Well, screw you too, hillbillies. Besides, I decided not to force myself into making friends after how my old friends decided to turn on me. I just hope these guys leave me alone at least. Keeping a diary sure can help keep things together in all the chaos. I haven't kept a diary since kindergarten, but this seems like a good time to restart. Kudos to Mom for giving me the advice. Oh shoot, almost forgot calling her. Write you later, diary. My only true friend. Love, Sam. Oh, good. Excellent. We're collecting. I wish I could sneak into people's minds. Look beyond their eyes just by staring. If I had that power, I would never stop looking through B's window. Will B remember the moment he came into my life? For me, it is as clear as the moment he left. So clear that the downfall of our relationship still cuts deep into my heart. Friend, special someone. Blood, stranger. Blood can do that. Blood can do that. Life in Rosen Peak was a jar filled with bittersweet candies. Not exactly tasteful, but I learned to enjoy it. Nevertheless, it's where my heart lies. Wrote a poem in B's memory. He used to struggle with Miss Lasley's poetry practices, even if he didn't have to try that hard. Miss Lasley always told us, poetry is not about using fancy words. Let your feelings do all the work. Well, this is how I feel. I stand at his doorstep, heart filled with desire. He rushes down the stairs, heart red like a fire. But before his spirit can soar, first he must answer the door. Knock, knock. All the sounds stopped as I looked through. Oh, it doesn't look like there's anything happening out here. Where are we? Why is it so dark? That's so creepy. That's so creepy. That's so creepy. No! No! There's another letter. There's another letter. There's another letter. There's another letter. And the freaking doors. August 22nd, 2006. Stacy is a classic. FYI, she's the one who talked crap about my favorite vintage shirt. It's like she jumped straight out of a cheesy teen drama. Blonde, hot, always talking, and a cheerleader. She even has a beefy jock for a boyfriend. I didn't want to start talking shit about someone already, but how could I resist? Every time I get in Stacy's view triggered an obvious backbite. I'm seriously, oh my god, there was a fly on my computer, and once again I thought it was in the game. I'm seriously starting to think she's under a curse that kills her if she stopped talking about someone else. Sadly, coping with her busyness wasn't the hardest part of the day. Mom called again. As far as she knows, it's just rainbows and butterflies here in Rosen Peak. I can still remember the complicated face she made when I told her that my application was accepted by LoeyLane. None of us were expecting them to approve a transfer request of an 11th grader. Even if she told me she understands my need to move out of the city, I feel really guilty for leaving her alone. You already used up your last runaway chance, Sam. Get yourself together. If not you, her mom. So it seems like Sam, whether we are Sam or we're Brian, I'm not entirely sure, but it seems like Sam kind of moved here as... I'm actually not sure why. We don't know yet. Hey. Other Wayrite kids were so predictable. Their doors were already open before I even put my hand on the knob. But B's door was closed shut and so beautifully painted. Everyone liked him but couldn't get him to open up. This is the scariest thing I've ever seen in my entire life. I knew that there was something more behind that pretty paint. Something behind his bright smile. But on the other hand, being able to hang out with him was a good enough blessing for me. Enough to make me want to never leave his side. It's a person and they're getting closer. Ah! Oh my god! Hello? What is... You're kidding me. Oh, there's another letter. Oh my god. August 24th, 2006. My first Rosen Peak weekend. As the name itself gives away, the small town fits perfectly as a setting for a mystery/horror genre. Lush forest, endless hills, and a lake that I'm certain is hiding a couple of dead bodies. I can pay a visit one day and take some gorgeous shots. As for now, I'm just gonna leave those POI on my to-do list. I now know why youngsters of Wayrite will try their best to get as far away from school as possible after class, to escape from choking on the pressure that teachers give them. Even on weekdays, pretty girls like Stacy will have their boyfriends give them a ride, and others make use of the power of public transportation to get to the more crowded part of town. It does feel too quiet with no one left in school, but at least I don't feel as lonely as I was in San Diego. At least I don't have to watch everyone I know turn their faces away like I'm some kind of demon spawn. At least I don't have to be reminded how screwed up things can be in a single moment. Moving on won't be easy, but as long as I keep myself busy, it won't be that hard. As for my weekend plan, I'll just improvise it in the morning. Write you later. Love, Sam. B was always pushing his limits. Well, it was more like he was always being pushed, but he was good at it. That's why he naturally became the best quarterback of the team while maintaining a high grade for a star player. B was the best quarterback Wayrite could ask for. Seeing him running all sweaty on the field always triggered something tingly within me. Something that made me want to catch him behind his back and never let go. All sorts of feelings and thoughts were pumped restlessly into my brain with every heartbeat. It gave me a bad headache, a good kind of bad headache. I wanted it to stop. I wanted it to never stop. But as soon as B gave me that, hey, all those headaches were washed away, it used to be the best prescription I could ask for. Take away the pain and let only the good things stay. Hey. Are you supposed to... I heard giggling. August 31st, 2006. For a boarding school, Wayrite intellectuals are not that interested in becoming intelligent. I visited the library today, and two things surprised me. One, the place was much bigger than the one in my old school. Someone could get lost in here. Two, I had a strong feeling that people rarely visit the library, maybe because they feared being lost in there. The place was too clean. Even the books showed little sign of human touch. Now I feel sorry for complaining about Miss Lasley's book assignment. I wonder if Stacy is even thinking of picking a book. With her admiring her boyfriend Kyle's tattoo all day, I doubt she has spare time to do that. Is she depending on Kyle to do the reading for her? Seriously? According to what I saw so far, he's either busy reacting to whatever comes out of Stacy's mouth or working up some shenanigans with his jock buddy Brian. Was it? So yeah, right. In the meantime, I should be more concerned about myself than the well-being of the whole school. We're too cool for books. Open those eyes. No need for words. The sweetest love songs those eyes utters. So turn around and sing for me. What's that? Oh no. A stick? Why do I have a stick? September 4th, 2006. Visited the library again. A bit more people than before, and among them was Brian. It's not worth a bother, but seeing a major skanks... Okay, Sam is really judgmental. Boyfriend's Bud wandering around in the library is uncanny by anyone's standards. He must have been there to pick the book for Miss Lasley's assignment. I almost got too close to him trying to see what he was going to pick. I really hope he didn't notice that. I'd rather be known as a regular geek than a creepy one. A jock in a library? Now I've seen everything. Woe is me. Hate to admit, but seeing Brian at the library was today's only diary-worthy event. Probably because it's the only human interaction that didn't give me the sensation of someone talking behind my back. At least today's entry is a tad more meaningful than what I wrote yesterday. I need to revise my book options now. Write you later. Love, Sam. Okay then. Oh, the lights came back. That's nice. I miss him, even when I'm with him. I see him, even when he's not looking. That's the photo that we just had taken. That's literally it. That's literally it. There's a letter above the bed. I don't want to bend down to get it. I don't want to bend down to get it. I don't want to bend down to get it. I'm going to have to bend down and look under the bed to get the letter. The stalker is under the bed. I'm so scared. I don't know what I'm supposed to do. The stick! Not the stick! No! The stick is how... Wait, no. No! I have to use the stick? It was Mr. Kane's 9th psychology class, and he still managed to come up with another lame activity. This time he gave each of us a sheet and made us write down some of our own personal traits. For the next 10 cringy minutes, I managed to squeeze out some of the aspects of myself that I could hate less. After that, Mr. Kane told us to think about whether or not others would agree to each of them. He called it re-engaging the perspective toward oneself. Blah, blah, wow. Like, I really needed to reevaluate my stupid self. I mean, listen, Sam might be a stalker, but they also don't deserve to, like, feel so bad about themselves, you know? But it's not the dumb subconscious exercise that's bugging me right now. When the papers were being passed around, Brian, yep, him again, kind of smiled at me. It's 11 p.m. now. Why am I writing about this? It's most likely an accidental glance, but I still don't know why the very image hovered in my head for the rest of the class. Okay, the rest of the day. Stupid brain. Probs wanted an excuse for screwing up today's math test. Get out of my brain! Okay. Right. No, right. No, that's so true. As the time we spent together grew longer, one question kept on growing with it. What does the me in B's eyes look like? Does he see me as I see him? Does he see me as I see myself? Does he see me as I want him to? I screamed in agony, but there was nobody to even hear it. Will others think that I do not overthink? I don't think most people are, sitting around thinking about how other people are overthinking. They're overthinking themselves. You know what I mean? Like, we're so focused on ourselves, we're not thinking about how other people are stressing out about the way that we're perceiving them. Would never lie to my friends. I think so. Never use others for my personal gain. Won't betray anyone close to me. Never act on impulse. Don't run away from my responsibilities. That's so scary. That's so scary, Emma. Oh, is this a new one? September 11th, 2006. I was returning some of the books I checked out when he came out of nowhere. Hey, anything worth reading? I never thought the voice was aimed at me, but my heart was still somehow already skipping a beat. Brian had to tap me on the shoulder to get my complete attention. Sam, right? I saw you going in and out of the library, he said with buttery voice. It's not like I've been stalking you or anything. I come here from time to time to get the stupid assignment out of the way so I can focus on my games. That's so weird that he's like, it's not like I'm stalking you. Meanwhile, she's going to go on to stalk him. He said he couldn't find anything interesting to read, and since all he could think of were comics, he could use some guidance. My mind was still jumbled up from the ambush. All I remember is saying, how about Misery? Stephen King's works are good enough to get you started, because boys like any story with blood and breaking bones, right? Oh God. I don't recall how the rest of the conversation went, but I'm certain he said, see you later at some point, and I said, yeah, see ya. Misery. Real nice, Sam. If Brian didn't know you were a weirdo, he does now. What I did for B. All of them. Because I loved him. Why couldn't he just understand? Others were nothing but poison. I was the only one who truly cared. But B didn't even appreciate the things I've done for him. I never wanted a drama. I wanted a poemish life. A tender, subtle love story written only for his eyes. It's totally fine if no one else gets it, as long as B does. B was always welcome in my world. I gave him the key to it. Even if he lost it, he could always come back to our world to find it. And I think it's a good time to come back now, B. Let's go back to our small world, where I placed my heart and everywhere you loved. Let's go back. I wonder if we have to find the hearts around the room. Because I knew there was at least one here next to the bed. Yeah, we can pick it up. Okay. Looking in the fridge. Please. Is there a heart in here? Are there hearts anywhere? I wonder if I have to do them one at a time. Or maybe it's just one. Because so far I only really know about Colton Hill. I know that they talked about Colton Hill. But I saw someone. Oh, wait, no. Oh my God, I thought I saw something. Try flipping a page in the book since it says go back. Let's go back. Oh my God, But I know he's not coming back. I will never hear that hey ever again. I will never know what's behind his door locked with tight smiles because I gave him my key and B didn't. So now I can use the key. And I can go in here. There's gonna be, 2 hearts, nice! Turns out the lake does have a history of having a dead body in it. I know this because I visited there. I visited there because Brian took me there. What? It all happened so fast. I was outside the yard reading when Brian appeared out of nowhere again. He said, hey, and started telling me how he actually enjoyed the book and how he never read the same book twice in his life. And since he was heading out, he offered to give me a tour of the town. 40 minutes later, we were passing by Joe's Diner. Home of the world-famous pancakes, says Brian. There was also an arcade across from the diner. Brian hates the place because it's teeming with 10-year-olds. The donut shop was Brian's a must-go-to place, too, unlike the music store, which according to him, seriously needs to restock. I found my own POI, a bookstore. It was weird seeing a bookstore and a gym standing side by side, though. At the end of the tour, I finally got to taste that sweet pancake Brian worshipped. Out of the window, I could see the weird, gigantic hill that was also visible from my dorm room. Brian revealed that it's his secret base of some kind, since few people actually visit Colton Hill. He jokingly said he could take me there when I'm cool enough. After dinner, Brian dropped me off at the bus station and drove off to meet up with his friends. I was exhausted, but hyped up beyond my limits. I can't sleep. How can I when the whole day just feels like a dream? We know that one of the places is Colton Hill. We know that one of the places is Joe's Diner. I'm going back to the letter. So there was an arcade. Brian hates the arcade. The donut shop was his other place. So we got to take it, put it at the donut. I miss Morning Dude Bakery. B never shuts up about its donuts. So tasty. They did taste sweet, just like B's heart. Each bite was another memory to savor. Did we kill this man? Did we kill this man? But just like a donut, it had an expiration date. It turned cold and bitter. I miss the warmth. I miss its sweetness. I need it. I need to eat up. Wait, is there... There's something in the fridge. Guys, there's something in the fridge. I don't know how to tell you this, but there's something in the fridge. It's a donut. Are we being haunted? Should I put it in the microwave? I'm gonna put it in the microwave. Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god! I wasn't expecting that. Oh! That scared the crap out of me. That scared me so. September 25th, 2006. The golems just obliterated the hammerheads today. I now know why they say Brian and Kyle are more than buds. I would have called them an awesome duo too if Kyle wasn't an absolute of a douche. I mean, the guy has his name tattooed on his arm. Call me old-fashioned, but I think he should go to a hospital and get that ego checked out because it must be swollen huge. At least he leaves me alone other than giving me that creepy stare when I pass by. I understand how Stacy can keep hanging out with him, but Brian? They do say sometimes we become friends with those who are at opposite ends, so maybe it's not such a weird thing. For me, the real win was the photos I took of Brian. Watch out for Sam Holt, the rising teenage stalker. Bringing the Polaroid camera I brought years ago during my camera geek phase seems like a good idea now. Sigh. I know I promised myself to stay away from people, stay away from the drama. But when I look at Brian, when he talks to me, it feels like maybe, just maybe, it's okay to have a little drama for myself. I'm not ready to define what this feeling is, but for now, I'm going to label it as looking for a shoulder to cry on and just shove it under my bed, just like the pictures I took today. That scared the crap out of me. Oh my god. I hated every moment I was not with B. I was helpless. Every day I wanted to call him just so we could chat, but I was afraid of what Brian would think of it. It could even hurt his reputation. When I finally worked up the nerve to call, all I could do was listen to him say, hello? That was as far as our late night phone call chit-chat could go. I hung up, wondering if he knew who was on the other end of the line. I remember the strong burning sensation that came every time I called him. That red, fiery sensation. Red. So red. Red everywhere. Sam and Brian, S and B, Sam and Brian, S and B, Sam and Brian. Finish what you started. No! 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 No. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh, there is another one. I'm so scared. Oh, that was wrong. Bestie, this is really gonna lower the property value. I do believe we should simply stop now. I personally am not of the opinion I can't close it. This one is gonna be so hard, and I don't think you have The rain is getting all over us too. And we can't close it. What if we put this down? Nope, we have to do it. This is like hard mode. This one is. Okay. Hello? Oh my god. So I guess that's what happens when you don't get the heart right. I did it! What a reward. What a reward for fun. Where are we? Wait, what? Is this Colton Hill? Sam, meet me at Colton Hill. You know where to find me. Brian. Wait, did Brian kill Sam? Did Brian kill Sam? Because he found out that she was stalking him? September 28th, 2006. Due date for Miss Lasley's book report is right around the corner and I'm still not finished. Only if I wasn't too disturbed. This is so interesting. I literally think that Brian killed Sam. Normally I wouldn't bother reading a teen romance story, but for some reason I thought, hey, why not? The premise for Mingled itself is pretty generic. Jenny has a huge crush on her childhood friend Michael, but she can't get Michael to think of her as more than just friends. She reaches the conclusion that it's because of all the girls around him. So she starts making a list of all the basic girls who have a crush on Michael. What she's planning to do with the list is yet to be revealed. If I can finish reading the book by tomorrow, I'll be able to finish the report with enough time for a revise. That equals A+. P.S. I wonder how Brian is doing with his assignments. Why am I interested? Because he's been asking for my help with some of his works, and I gladly agreed to. Why would I do that? Because by helping Brian focus on his practices, he can bring trophies to our beloved school, so it's safe to say that I'm part of a bigger cause. Not like I'm doing this for personal reasons, right? I wanted to read Brian like a book, peep into his beautiful head. Fill it with the desires I had to secretly incubate. You. Desires of whispering words like, don't leave me, don't go away, don't smile for others. Please don't look away, please don't look away, please don't look away, please don't look away, please don't look away. I looked away. It literally told me not to look away and I looked away and I died. We're staring. I think Brian killed Sam. 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 October 4th, 2006. Stacy invited everyone to the late post-victory party at her place this Friday. Weird that she told me this at the hallway herself. The sudden act of courtesy was enough to leave me frozen. But to think of it, a self-conscious beauty queen like Stacy would love showing off how tolerant she could be. I'd prefer quietly celebrating in my room, but since the party is practically being held for Brian, I thought it would be sort of rude for me not to be there. He was nothing but nice to me since I met him, so the least I could do is show up. Plus, I could probably witness the face Stacy makes when she sees I actually had the nerve to show up. Maybe, just maybe, I could even piss her off if I managed to strike a conversation with Brian. An Omega hanging out with an Alpha? Kyle would be too busy comforting Stacy, fuming about how I mess up her ecosystem. No peer pressure, Sam. Just clean drinks and hopefully some casual talk with Brian. What could go wrong? This game is getting so scary. Like staring into closed eyes, I could never know if B knew. I was looking at him. Did he even know I was there? But maybe he knew, but simply didn't care. The only thing looking back is my decaying sanity. I wanted to look away so much, but what's the point when the stench is still there? I started to think the only way to get B's attention was to throw myself off Colton Hill. How did I become... That's crazy. That is not true. In order to get a guy's attention, you don't have to like throw yourself off a hill. How did I come so low? All I wanted was a chance to show how I feel about B without any noise getting in the way. I still could have had some peace with Brian despite all of the stuff I had to deal with. Brian was super likable. Everyone liked everything about him. They couldn't stop smiling when Brian started talking. The smiles they gave him made me want to puke. They smile as if their relationships with Brian mean much more than the one I have with B. And yet I was the only one left with a broken heart when he left Rosen Peak. B was so determined about leaving that being a star player wasn't enough for him. B needed to be a model student. Nothing says pick me to a college admission like a spotless student record. Hello? Stop! Stop! What do I do? Oh my god. Even then, it still doesn't always work. Oh my god, that was difficult. Oh boy. Unalive suspected in death of missing teenager. The girl of 17 who was found dead at Colton Hill likely ended her own life, police say. Sam Holt, a transfer student of Wayride Academy, had been reported missing for 6 days until Rosen Peak authorities discovered her body in the forest. So Sam is gone. No matter what, Sam is gone. I don't think Sam killed herself, however, which is crazy that Brian would kill her. Due to days of heavy rain around the time of her death, the investigation on Miss Holt's death faced a few challenges. However, interviews with school faculty members and students led to the possibility that she threw herself off the cliff of Colton Hill after months of rejection from her peers. She was rarely seen with others, says one of her former teachers. She was even publicly humiliated just before her disappearance. It must have worked as a tipping point for her. Rosen Peak police say the fall did not kill Sam instantly. It's possible she gasped for air through her broken neck before dying. Wayride Academy now faces a suspicion of neglecting its students, led by the mother. October 7th, 2006. Oh man, everything's gone wrong. All my senses are screaming in pain. I don't even remember drinking any booze. The pain only escalated the moment Brian texted me. You feeling okay? No, I was not okay, and why is Brian asking me this? Did I do something to him? According to Brian, I went from being quiet to crazy, happy, and cute, his words not mine, real quick. I was so close to being the center of the party that he had to bring me back to the dorm. Why can't I remember any of them? Why would Brian have murdered her? It seems like he is just as interested in her as she is in him. So why would he have killed her? Congrats, Sam. You've reached a new low in life. Shit, is this it? Is this how I die? I sincerely asked Brian if there was a good place to off myself. He said maybe now is a good time to show you my secret hideout, since I passed the test by showing the whole school a different me. Is he seriously going to take me to his Colton Hill hideout? Tomorrow I'm going to see the so-called most romantic place in Rosen Peak with Brian. There's something in my head keeping me awake, and it's not a hangover. Oh. Oh no. Sam didn't jump. Sam was killed. And Brian killed her?
I'm so confused. I don't think that Brian killed Sam. I don't think it makes any sense that Brian killed Sam because Brian was really into Sam. October 8, 2006. Oh my god, Brian actually took me to Colton Hill. The hideout Brian mentioned had a wonderful view of the small town, the whole place under a golden sunset. The best part of this spot is that it's quite hidden and unsafe. You could easily roll down the hill if you're careless or drunk and no one would find you for days. How awesome is that? That's so foreboding. Being drunk with that wonderful moment didn't cause any accident though. We sat there for less than an hour, but it felt like an eternity. I can't even remember what we talked about. I do remember saying how beautiful Rosen Peak is and Brian being all meh about it. I guess you can get fed up with views like this too. Today's only regret is that I failed to bring the true essence of the hill's view back with me. There's a reason why I gave up photography as a hobby in the first place. At least the close-up shot of Brian was not half as bad. When I came back down from the hill, it became clear that my life just became a bit more messed up now. I know because I really want to talk to Brian again soon. Help me get to sleep quickly today, diary. Love, Sam. Brian's secret hideout, a closed Colton Hill hiking route discovered by himself so he can hide from the world around him. Not a flashy place, but it had a great view. All of life's problems. Colton Hill, baby. I wish it could be our special place. Ours and ours only. Colton Hill is nothing but a rock pile of blood-soaked memories now. Why did he have to break my heart? Was I just one of his many friends? Maybe that's it. Maybe that's why he wanted to leave, even after I told him we won't be together anymore. He thought he was too good for Rosen Peak and me. To him, I was just a background in his picture. You don't deserve a face. Oh, was there something in here? October 10th, 2006. The book report was finished days ago, but I can't stop thinking about... No, 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 leave me alone. Leave me alone. I don't like this. 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 I don't like it. I don't like it. No, 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 no. Oh my god. The camera. I found it. The book report was finished days ago, but I can't stop thinking about Mingled, mostly because my stupid brain thinks I'm sort of like the main character, Jenny. To summarize the rest of the book, Jenny goes on this jealousy-fueled sabotage rampage on every girl who has a crush on Michael. I know it sounds horrible without context, but it's actually kind of cute. She finally stands on top, but Michael finds out what she's done. He breaks Jenny's heart, saying he can't be sure of who she is anymore. Things work out in the end, but that's not why I sympathize with the dorky psycho girl. Brian is just like Michael, popular, killer biceps, busy hanging out with people. I can't see what he wants because of all the noise around him. I know he wants to go to college, but what about the boring stuff? What kind of person does he like? What does he think about me? He told me about his mom, how she died of cancer last year. It must have been so hard trying to look okay in front of everyone who's depending on him. I sometimes feel like he can't see me because he's so busy trying to meet everyone's expectations. I know how those around us can be hurtful, and it's dangerous to rely on them so much. I just wish I can tell Brian one day that I'm here for him. Brian got what he wanted in the end. He left Rosen Peak as soon as he was given the chance. As for me, I was left to suffocate in the hole of tainted memories until I drown in my own endless nightmare. Don't leave me. Every day, every night, I'm surrounded by whispers. Whispers that lie. Whispers that eat away my brain piece by piece. No matter how I try to. Oh God, I hear them again. My phone? Are you in a healthy relationship? Take this quick survey to find out. One must take as much as one gives. No. Obsession is a stronger form of love. Definitely not. No one can have what you can't know. He never loved you. Because you are a selfish little all your problems are caused by you. It's all your fault. Not my fault. Your survey results. Lies. Are you in denial? Are you regretting? Okay. Or maybe you forgot who you are. Hey, someone's calling. Ring, ring. It's you. That's so scary, dude.
I'm so sorry to leave you hanging, but this video wound up being way longer than I thought. So come back for part 2. I'll have it linked in the comments down below or just when I'm posting it if you're really early. I'm gonna go ahead and go, but I wanna say a really special thank you to my subscriber Lucy for being a member of this channel. If you wanna join my channel memberships, get extra members exclusive content, including videos, members only polls, sneak peeks at future videos, and so much more, you can click that little join button. It should be somewhere around the screen. We would love to have you. For now, thank you guys so much for watching. If you did enjoy, go ahead and give me a thumbs up. Please subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. I love you very, very much, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.